What you do with your TSP when you leave the military will decide whether you actually get to enjoy your savings in retirement or simply die with a large account balance that you were never able to use, or worse, lost during a market crash. So if you're retiring or separating, or you recently left the military and you still have money in your TSP, this video is for you. Because in this video, I'm going to show you the safest way to grow your TSP, how to convert that growth into a guaranteed paycheck that you and your spouse can never outlive, and as a bonus, how to make that future income tax-free. So I'm Dan Farnsworth. I'm a retired naval officer and the owner of victory-xfinancial, where we help military families protect their savings, lock in lifetime income, and build lasting financial security. So when you leave the military, you're normally told that you have two choices. You can either leave your money in the TSP, or you can roll it into your new company's 401k. And most veterans do one or the other because, well, it sounds safe and it's simple, right? But here's the truth. Neither option actually gives you retirement security, because they both leave you fully exposed to market crashes. They give you zero lifetime income guarantees, and they force you to self-manage your withdrawals for the rest of your life. So your retirement depends on things like market timing, how long you live, and whether you're pulling money out during a market crash. And that's not security, that's uncertainty. The danger isn't low returns. The danger is needing income while the market is down. Because once money is pulled out during a crash, it can never recover, even if the market later rebounds. So that permanently reduces your future income. And this is how people with good portfolios still run out of money. And this is what we design around. So at victory-xfinancial, we created a program called the Veteran Wealth Multiplier. And it's for military families who want protection first, guaranteed lifetime income, tax efficiency, and generational wealth. So let me show you what this looks like in real life. So we recently worked with a veteran couple. Now the husband had just retired at age 42 and his wife was 40. And they had $150,000 in their TSP savings. Now they both planned to work into their mid-60s. So we simply repositioned their TSP into a market-protected accumulation account. Now there's no management fees, right? No out-of-pocket costs with this. And there's also no downside risk. Their money is linked to market index strategies like the S&P 500. So they get full market upside with zero market losses. Now this is important. These accounts are not like your old school annuities where you just hand it over a lump sum of money and it just disappears forever. Here, they still have access to their principal just like their TSP. And they have free withdrawals of up to 10% per year. And they're still capturing about 85 to 90% of the S&P 500 growth without ever worrying about losing money during market downturns. It is literally one of the safest ways to grow your money. So the goal is to more than double their principal over time. And based on real historical metrics, by the time the husband turns 55, we expect the account balance to be around $357,000. Now at age 55, we reposition the funds into a second market-protected account that includes a guaranteed lifetime income rider. So this account includes 8% guaranteed roll-ups every single year. That's 8% compounding interest for up to 12 years with zero market risk. And that means their future retirement paycheck grows automatically every single year, whether the market is up, or down, or sideways, or whatever, right? They don't have to guess. They don't have to time anything. They don't have to worry. And then at age 65, they simply flip the switch. And just like that, a guaranteed $52,000 per year paycheck just starts hitting their bank account every year for the rest of their lives. So if the husband passes away first, the wife still continues receiving the full income for as long as she lives, guaranteed. Over a 20-year retirement, that's more than $1 million of guaranteed income on top of his pension, his VA compensation, Social Security, and any other income streams that they might have. And even while taking that income, they still keep access to the principal if any emergencies come up. So if this is making sense so far, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so more veterans can protect what they earned. I post new content every week where I break this stuff down in plain English. All right, so now for the bonus. So most TSP money is taxable later. So we often use a strategic Roth conversion while the balances are still somewhat small, right? So we slowly move the money over a 4 to 5 year period to keep the taxes controlled and predictable. Now, at the same time, we help couples set up indexed universal life contracts, and these allow them to build tax-free cash value, take tax-free income for life, and leave tax-free legacy benefits for their families. And this is how veteran families end up with income that is both guaranteed and tax-free. And if you're not familiar with how indexed universal life works and how we specifically design these policies for veterans to maximize tax-free cash, there's a separate video linked above where I break that down step by step. So I highly recommend that you watch that next, because when these two strategies are combined, they create one of the most powerful retirement income systems that we can build for military families. Guys, we've helped countless military families protect their savings, lock in guaranteed lifetime income, and build real financial security. And we do it every day with no pressure, no cost, and no obligations. So if you're retiring or you're separating or you're recently out and you want to see how this stuff can work for you, just use the link on the screen or the one pinned in the comments and book a free 30-minute discovery call. Again, no obligations. We'll map this out for you and your family personally. Don't just let your TSP wither away. Let us show you how you can maximize use of it and really enjoy the retirement that you've earned. So I'm Dan Farnsworth with Victory-xFinancial saying stay sharp, stay ready, and I'll see you in the next video.